All right, welcome back everybody to In the Pit with Jeff and the two Brian Taylor P-51 Mustang builds going on. One's a restoration of my dad's P-51 Mustang, and one is my build that I started when I was probably 25 years old and been puttering on it every once in a while. So I'm gonna let you see what we've been up to so far today. What we did was I got his old cowling out, and I took his Enya 120 out of his Cessna 140. When I got injured at work, I needed some quick cash, so I sold a lot of my engines off. So I stole that engine for now and got it mounted. I'll show you in a minute. And then to center everything, I just used our little piece of plywood template that we had from before. I'll go for a walk over here. This was a collection of stuff that my dad had. This big plate, it was set up for setting up your right thrusts and stuff and lining up your cowls. On the back side was for laying up. We did Hawker Hurricane propellers, static propellers, and propeller for my 3-blader for my static for my Spitfire. And then we have all these different spacers. Use these to get spinner spacers and, you know, setting up your engines for back space. And I think this was also drilled out for the pins on when you pinned your props to the bigger engines. But basically would have that on there and bolt it down, and then from your center lines, from the center line of your airplane, you could tremel with thread and a thread over to the corners, and also check your side thrusts, up and down thrusts. I believe on the Mustang it is built, the right thrust is built into it, because I believe you made one side is just a hair shorter. So when you glue the firewall on, it offset the firewall to give you your set right thrust. But anyways, so we did that. Now the engine is sitting pretty far forward. Problem is because this was set up for I believe he had an OS 90 2-stroke in it, which I don't have anymore. I have one, but it's in my Spitfire, and I don't feel like taking it out of the Spitfire. So the way to get around that is, if we come over here, Brian Taylor Mustang. Got my aluminum spinner. It was right, I'll zoom in a little bit closer. So spinner's right pretty close to the cowl. Now, on the real Mustang, if we go this other way, real Mustang, the propeller is set ahead. So, and if you look at this Mustang, that Mustang, I think it's the same Mustang, just a different paint job. Propellers are set ahead. So what I can do, if I can't find one, is I will take a mold off of this spinner, and I will have it split here to have my prop, and mold in a a plate in here that'll butt up against the hub of the propeller, which will fill in that gap there. So that should take care of that. If I run the 120, I still don't know. I might look at an Evolution engine or so for it. But this was just to get it lined up. I did a little bit of trimming back here to work on the gap. I gotta do a little bit of filling because I'd done this litho plate and that there. And we'll have to, sorry about that, just have to push it down tighter, fix that gap there. Over here, she's pretty good there. Looks pretty good there. Just a little bit of trimming. And I'm gonna stop and put you guys down for a second. Just hang on a second.